Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot. And tonight I am going to be doing a reading for the zodiac sign of Leo. And this is going to be for January 2021. Okay? And sorry, I'm going to, it's a general collective reading, even though it's a smaller one because it's a zodiac reading. It's a smaller amount of people, but it's still all the rules apply. They apply for any reading, actually. If it resonates with you, take what's yours. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave it for someone else. If it starts to resonate in a few days, feel free to come back to the channel and rewatch any of the videos that I've posted on YouTube. There are also extendeds on Patreon. The only one I didn't do was the yearly because I was having trouble with the camera. I think I've alleviated the issue. And so you're welcome to follow. You're welcome to follow us over there. I'm working on other avenues of where, it's a lot. I work 6 days a week, so just doing the readings require a lot of energy. But I am trying to set up other access for you so that you can have readings. Okay, so tonight I'm going to start with the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And I forgot the disclaimer. If you're under age 18, you need to click off the channel. My cards do have some full frontal nudity. And by YouTube standards, if you're under 18, you can't be on this site. So, but you're not missing much. You need to be out living your life. A. And B, I wouldn't usually be doing... It's very rare for me to do readings for anybody under the age of 18, and it's usually extreme circumstances, and it's happened very few occasions in the last 35 years. So, alright, let's start with the Spirit Animal Oracle. And I do pre-shuffle the cards. Wow, Whale Spirit, cool. And it says, trust the great mystery. Trust the great mystery. And the reason they trust the mystery is because they've been around since the beginning of time. They've seen so much and they know so much. Okay. Now the reason I use the oracle cards is they have very powerful messages in and of themselves, but they often coordinate with the tarot portion of the reading, with the tarot cards in the tarot portion of the reading. It's really cool how it works. So, all right. Let's see, the Angels and Ancestors Oracle Guidebook. You have the High Priestess, and it's telling you to oh Lord, harness mystic power. Harness your mystic power. Okay. One more for Leo from Angels and Ancestors, please, Spirit. One more for Leo. There we go. Oh, Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. Okay, feel loved and comforted. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to start the tarot portion of the deck. I mean, of the reading. And it's going to be past, present, future, advice from Spirit, and the most probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice. Okay. You have hard work. This is the Eight of Shields, and it indicates in the past that you've been working hard. You've obviously put some things into motion because there's 3 ships on the horizon back there that look like they're going out. So you're not only working on your spiritual side, you're working on your abundance, and you're making good decisions. You were making good decisions at that point. So at the moment you have the 7 of Shields, okay? And this is manifesting. These two are master magicians. You're going to see them throughout this stuff. This is the Celtic Tarot deck, by the way. You're going to see these two in and out of quite a few of the cards during the reading. And that's because the minor arcana cards follow the flow of human life in the physical plane. And then the higher arcana cards speak of the spiritual lessons as well. So these two are manifesting something. Actually, in their case, they're manifesting someone. But the the overall energy here is that they're creating something. That you're trying to make something happen. You're manifesting something. You're bringing it to you. You've put your intentions. You set your intentions. And then you turned it loose. Okay. And in the future, it looks like somebody's coming in with a passionate communication towards you. Okay. Well, it could be away from you. This could be you moving forward towards someone else or something else. Just because it's passionate doesn't mean it's a relationship. It can be business. It could be something creative. Obviously, you're creating something. You're building wealth. You're creating something. And it's like rushing forward, but you know, you could be passionate about drawing. You should be passionate about woodworking, whatever it is that you're passionate about, reading, collecting. You're going to get some kind of communication. Okay. And Spirit's advice is the Moon card. That is also, the High Priestess usually runs with the Moon card, as far as she's the person that usually sits between those gates. You know, she's the High Priestess, and she's the holder of knowledge. She has an inner knowing. Okay, so she's linked to the Moon card inextricably. Okay, and then you have the Mother Earth, and those are both divine feminine's energies, and that is the energy of the Moon. The divine masculines are the energy of the Sun. Okay, but getting back to the matter at hand, the advice from Spirit is to move forward along your path and face your fears. Okay, face whatever fears you have. And get in touch. You know, you're basically balancing between your wild side and your tame side with the dragon and the dog there. You know, but they're mesmerized by the Moon. You can walk right past your fears. You just got to keep moving. If you can do that and you follow the Spirit's advice, you will most likely come out with the Ten of Cauldrons, which is the Ten of Cups. That's the happy, happy. Okay? That is the happy, happy. Okay, and ouch. Okay, so Spirit's also telling you to trust the great mystery. Don't be afraid. Move forward, because you are mastering something. You're building something significant. All right, so I'm going to clarify, since we're doing that, I'm going to clarify with the Wizard Tarot, sorry. Okay. All right. Yeah. You had a transformation. Something happened and you transformed, or you were causing a transformation. All right. What else do we have for abundance for Leo, please? We have for the Eight of Shields for Leo. Okay. The wish fulfillment. Okay. So whatever the transformation was, you were able to see your wish fulfillment. Your wishes were either fulfilled or you're in the process of fulfilling them now. You're chasing them. Well, not chasing them, but manifesting them, as the case may be. Because the next card is the Seven of Shields. And look, it's clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, which is an abundant new beginning. Okay? This is a very abundant new beginning. And it's also about the Queen of Wands. So you're either presenting or manifesting the Queen of Wands. And she is a very dynamic, creative She has a lot of energy. She's fire sign. She's passionate. And this is the energy that you're starting to encompass. This is the queen who gets what she wants because she wants it. Now, with that being said, you know, you need to walk with respect. You can't just take something if it's not yours, you know. Because then karma gets involved. But at this point, it looks like you're being very dynamic and creative. And you're creating something. You're creating some kind of abundance. You're bringing in your wish fulfillment because you're actually working on it and you are manifesting it as well. Okay? So, I want to know more about this communication in the future for Leo. Yep, it's a leap of faith. Somebody's going to take a leap of faith. That's the Fool card. That's the start of the journey. And you see, you had transformation, you had the death, and that it means, without going through all the cards, that you also had the rebirth. Okay, so this is something that you want to communicate. This is the Page of Cups. So, you know, again, you want to talk to somebody. You want to offer somebody your cup. Or they want to offer it to you. Either way. Okay, let me see. So, when we get to the Moon card, you actually have the High Priestess in this deck. And again, that's following your intuition. Look at her power. She flows. The energy flows. It's actually part of her garment. And when we get to this point, she understands it. She has the knowledge. She's the keeper of wisdom. Okay? And that's what you have more wisdom inside of you than you know or think. So when you're working with the High Priestess, it does mean to follow your intuition. You have an inner knowing. You just know it. Okay? And we're not talking about ego, like know-it-all. This is an inner knowing. It's an inner guide. It's like the guy that says that could have gotten run over by the truck or a bus or something like that. And they swear they heard somebody's voice behind them. And when they turn around, there's nobody there. And when they turn back around, they see the bus and they realize they would have been killed. You know, but there's nobody there. Somebody warned them. They heard the voice. It was very clear. Okay, and sometimes that's an internal voice and sometimes that's an external voice. Okay, but it's that kind of knowing. You know not, you know. Okay, and that's your justice. You will have justice. Now, I don't know whether that is in a court. That could be in court. That could be a lawsuit, something like that, because justice does speak of the justice system, the judicial system. Sorry, I'm having trouble speaking. I'm very tired. Okay. So, and it may be because you deserved something good. You know, it's your justice. That's your justice. Okay? And so, with the Ten of Cauldrons, we have the Two of Cups. That's union. That's two people coming together. Okay? Two people coming together. One more for the Ten of Cauldrons. Yeah, you might be in your head about this one. You might have been worried about this wasn't going to come to fruition. And it might be because whoever you were looking at, or so whoever's looking at you may think you're way above them, as in the Empress, or you are the Empress and you're all your abundance. Okay? And the Mother Earth is well, actually it is. She's where all blessings come from. So you have two of those. That's a very powerful energy. And then you have your wish fulfillment, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Wands. They're all really powerful feminine energies. Okay? All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So basically, I think what the reading is trying to tell you is to keep on working. You've gone through a transformative cycle. You're trying to manifest something and you're ready to charge in, but you have to face these fears, you know, and you have to tame your wild side and your, you know, you, if you're used to running and going and doing whatever you want to, you have to understand that that's not going to happen. And you may be afraid of that, you know, a change of lifestyle. Whatever you're afraid of, let it go. Release it with the full moon and walk forward into your power, because you are bringing your own justice in. You are bringing around your own 10 of cauldrons because you went through a transformation before. You know what you want to be happy. You know, already know what your wish fulfillment is. You've already seen it. And you have abundance coming from being creative. That can be anything. You can be building a business. You could be, I don't know, you could be a goldsmith. A friend of mine was great in martial arts, and he loved, you know, he especially loved the weapons. So he came to work and he always talked about, you know, one day I'm gonna make swords. I'm going to forge swords, the best swords in the world. And I was like, okay, well, the first thing you need to do is figure out how to forge swords. No joke, he did. Anyways, he did. He figured out how to forge swords, and he started doing them at home. And of course, he went through trial and error and process, and then he got really good at it. And then one day he came to work and he told me that he and his wife were moving, and you know, he was going to contact, then we were going to keep in contact, and that, and we do, actually, we still do, we all do, and I'm like, well, why are you moving? And he was like, oh, I got that job I wanted. And I'm like, which one? I did the one I think he did. He said, yep, I sure did. And that's what he does for a living. He makes swords for a living, and he makes very, very good swords. And it's that's the kind of energy that I'm talking about. You may have fears and you may not think you can do it, and you don't know even how to begin to approach this. I think you do, because you're starting to manifest it. But the point is, face your fears, okay? You do it one step at a time, and then boom, next thing you know, there it is. Because if you show enough effort and try to manifest something and try to build something, then Spirit comes in and says, okay, we watched this person struggle long enough. Well, let's go in and help them. And then, you know, you get that break or whatever it is. But, or you find your contentment and you can find your abundance in it. So this is the journey that you're on. You know, so you're ready to take the leap of faith. You know that you have justice coming, because you will have faced your fears at this point. That's Spirit's advice. And if you do that, you're going to have love. You're not going to be in the Nine of Swords. You're going to have love, and you're going to be abundant like the Queen. And at the bottom of the deck, it is telling you to use analytical thought processing, okay? So I'm going to get some Archangel cards for you. But it looks like you're in the process of manifesting your dreams, you know. And Spirit's telling you, keep going. Keep doing it. You're doing it right. You're on the right path. Just keep moving. Don't be afraid. We're here. We got you. And that's the Whale Spirit, okay? And then, all right. And in that line of thinking, if you're going to manifest something, you have to set crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Okay? There. One more for Leo. Leadership. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Okay? There we are. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Archangel Azrael, or a counselor. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and your reassurance. Okay? So, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, if you do, please hit like, subscribe, and share. It does help the channel grow exponentially. It's just amazing how fast it starts moving when you start doing that. If this is where we part, then love and light. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if not, I'm going to post a link to the Patreon, site. Sorry. It's been a very long day. I'm tired. But anyways, I will list the link to the Patreon. And if you want to go to the extended readings. I hope you have a great night. And thank you for watching, and love and light. Have a great year.